is Radio Romania International. You're listening to our one-hour broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe and Africa. We can also be heard on the internet at www.rri.ro, Channel 1. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and other social media platforms. Our programs are also available on TuneIn and via satellite Eurosat 16A on 11,512 MHz vertical polarization, azimuth 16 degrees east, symbol rate 29,950 megasymbols per second, standard DVB as 2, modulation 8 PSK, audio PID 510. We wish you good reception conditions.
Hello, I'm Cristina Matescu with the news. First, the headlines. Romania has 2.801 billion cubic meters of gas in storage, amounting to a filling level of 90.9% of its storage capacity. And the Romanian women's handball vice champions, CSM Bucharest, are today playing the Czech side BHK Baník Most in the Champions League. Romania has 2.801 billion cubic meters of gas in storage, amounting to a filling level of 90.9% of its entire storage capacity, said the national operator Transgaz. The 80% minimum mandatory level of gas in storage facilities established under a European Commission regulation was reached by Romania on the 17th of September. The President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, said in September that the European Union's joint storage levels were at 80%. Quote, "Our friends in the Baltics have worked hard to end their dependency on Russia. They have invested in renewable energy, in LNG terminals and in interconnectors. This costs a lot, but dependency on Russian fossil fuels comes at a much higher price. We have to get rid of this dependency all over Europe. Therefore, we agreed on joint storage. We are at 80% now. We are overshooting our target," said von der Leyen in her State of the Union address in September. Unit number 1 of the nuclear power plant in Cernavoda in southeastern Romania will be shut down in a controlled manner in order to carry out repair works, according to a statement from the Nuclear Electrica national company. The controlled shutdown, says Nuclear Electrica, has no impact on nuclear safety, the environment, the personnel and the population. After the completion of the works, the unit will be reconnected to the national power grid. Nuclear Electrica accounts for 20% of the country's energy output, with 2 reactors in operation at Cernavoda. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said in his usual midnight address on Saturday that the situation was the most difficult for Ukrainian troops near the eastern town of Bakhmut, but that Ukraine was holding its positions. This comes after the Russian-backed separatist forces in the Donetsk region said they seized 2 villages near Bakhmut, Opitin and Ivangrad. Bakhmut, a town with 70,000 inhabitants before the war started, has been under constant shelling from the Russian troops for months. In another development, at least 11 people were killed and 15 wounded in a shootout at a military training base in the Russian region of Belgorod, near the border with Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry says the attack was committed by 2 citizens of one of the countries in the Commonwealth of Independent States, an organization bringing together some of the former Soviet republics. Advisor to Ukraine's President, Oleksiy Arestovich, said the attackers were from Tajikistan and opened fire on the others after an argument over religion. Tajikistan is a majority Muslim country, while most Russians identify as Orthodox Christians. According to the border police, almost 9,000 Ukrainians entered Romania on Saturday, up 1.46% compared with the previous day. From the 10th of February, 2 weeks before the Russian invasion, almost 2.6 million Ukrainians have crossed into the neighboring Romania. Most of them continue their journey to Western Europe, but according to the Interior Ministry, 4,300 have requested and received asylum in Romania and are enjoying all the rights laid down in the national legislation. 70,000 others have stay permits enjoying temporary protection. The Romanian women's handball vice champions, CSM Bucharest, are today facing the Czech side DHK Baník Most in a Champions League Group A match. CSM haven't lost any of their 4 matches played so far, with 3 wins and a draw. On Saturday in Group B, the Romanian champions, CS Rapid Bucharest, drew 30-all against Budućnost Podgorica in an away match in Montenegro. Still undefeated after 5 legs, with 3 wins and 2 draws, Rapid are in the top position in their group. Bucharest is the only European capital with 2 clubs in the group stage of the most important club-level competition in European women's handball. And now a quick look at the weather. It's generally nice across the country, with clear skies and weak to moderate winds. The highs of the day are between 14 and 22 degrees Celsius. And now to end this news bulletin, a reminder of our top stories. Romania has 2.801 billion cubic meters of gas in storage, amounting to a filling level of 90.9% of its storage capacity. And the Romanian women's handball vice champions, CSM Bucharest, are today playing the Czech side DHK Baník Most in the Champions League.